common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man. You the man.
Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
All righty, good morning. What up, big guy? Nick's in here. Got some volatility today, so let's give a few minutes, get a few more people in here. This is Patreon only. Looks like my volume and camera's good. No one complains. Bitcoin 11.3, Ethereum 383.57, Litecoin being a dog at 56.61. What's up, Miguel? Stock market up again on PAL news, but I think we're still rolling over there. Keeps chugging away. Our stock indicators were a little friendly, late Thursday, Friday. I thought we'd get some type of rally, but they've returned really to bearish. So I still think this rally is still over again. Let's give a few more minutes here. In front of us is a 5-minute. Let's go back to 4 hour. Let me clean this up just a little bit. I had these arrows in showing lower, which is what we got. I have to look at some of these accounts, which I wanted to do here. As you know, I really thought we had done a 1-2 off the high here. Let me try to get that straight, since I'm zooming in a little bit. Thought that was a 1-2, but then you'd have to almost say this is a 1-2, 1-2 again, so I'm not really sure of that count. And I think we're lower. Today's action is extremely bearish, I would think, with the pop up to 11,585 or so. There's also a possibility that this is kind of a running flat and we're so weak we couldn't even rally as high as we should have. So I think that's a possibility. So we've done a 1-2 and probably another 1-2. So now we got a pretty good break coming. In the bigger picture, really we need a decline back to, if we're really bullish, we'll do that 10.5, 10.4 I've been talking about. But personally, I think that the count is more like this, which I've been showing. We've got a few new members, so I want to be able to show that. But that would mean this whole rally was a 1 that ended, and we're just working on this first A wave down. So that could be come down to the 10.5 area, then bounce, and then further back down to the previous 4th wave, which is this light blue Roman numeral 4. And that's back there at that 9,000 level. So I still think the magnet is back at that 9,000, but that will take some time to get there. That won't happen overnight. That could happen if this dollar continues to try to put in a low. Here's the DXY. This morning's sell-off quickly reversed and back higher. I think we're making a major low in the dollar, which probably doesn't help the cryptos. this decline in the dollar helped the crypto, so a rally will hurt it. Here's the XAU. Quick reversal today. Gold was up nicely. Turned down. I think this is still, I think metals are headed down. So dollar up, metals down, crypto's down. Stock should be in some type of correction as well. And then let's not forget, I hate to keep bringing this one up, but this does also easily count out to an ABC, the upside. And now we need an ABC down to, let's just say 61, 6,500. Yeah, John, if that is a wave 2, then we would look for a wave 3 explosion. Let's see when we get down there. So that, again, my first thought come down to 9,000 in an ABC fashion. If the dollar really explodes out of here, then we've got to be careful that it doesn't turn into a bigger ABC down to 6,500. Hate to be that bearish, but we'll see. Here's Litecoin. We sold this at 66.40, I believe it was. We're almost 10 lower. Again here, it's a little uglier 5 waves up, but shows the weakness in Litecoin that I have talked about. So Litecoin, I think, Litecoin on this next break could do like a 50, break this previous level around 52. Then I'd probably be a buyer for that buy that for a bounce. Ethereum, we sold to 424 and change. We're 383. It's strong here, but I think, again, the 377 level gave away, so I think we're in a correction. So I still think everything is headed lower. I don't really see anything to change that. I mean, Nick traded the alts very well, taking profits in a bunch of them. All the profits were sold to Bitcoin, and then he sold Bitcoin at 11.9. I believe it was 11.930 or 11.925. I had said 11.9 was a breakdown point. So far we've done very well on picking those points to be back to cash. But I think we're pretty well just trying to sit on our hands here to stay away from this decline. So again, Bitcoin, 15-minute. I think we keep stair-stepping lower. So 11,293. Pretty well the low of the last, 18 hours or something. So let's keep it on crypto for a minute here. I know we got some stock people in here, and they'll watch it later. Here's Bitcoin from the charting software, bringing in volume from, I think it's almost like 200 exchanges now. So you can see here, this is Bitfinex, which has a technometer way more volatile than anything else. So it did give us a friendly reading down here. But we got to go to Bitcoin USD consolidated. So again, not many people has consolidated volume. I'm going to say we're one of the very few. So if you're looking at RSIs or anything, really needs to come from all the volume. You can see here, technometer 42. We got close to a buy the other day at 11,150. I thought we was within minutes of making a low. Just wanted a little further break and didn't get it. So again, this action looks bearish. Technometer 42 on Bitcoin USDT consolidated, same type of thing. I think we're at 42 as well. I just checked a bunch of these. What's up, Bamboo? 43 on the technometer, Bitcoin USDT. Ethereum, Litecoin, everything's kind of the same. XRP. I've got a few of these we can go over. Also, let's look at intraday. Let's go in on the 5-minute chart to show that volume was not coming in. 5-minute, 1 month. As you can see, software works perfectly. Developers still having a rough time getting it for subscribers, which is a pain in the ass. Okay. 5-minute Bitcoin USDT with the corresponding volume. As we all know, the ride at 12.5, OP could not catch up. It was having a sell-off down to these lows as we was doing the Bitcoin triangle that ended here. but then price goes to new highs, volume's not behind it, then volume has actually been in a complete downtrend. You can see here, no volume on the bounces. That's why I've stayed away from this bounce to 11.8 and stayed away from the bounce to 11.6. So at some point that's going to give us an oversold technometer. Technometer is based on volume, so when volume gets coming into the downside, kind of climaxes, and then we're due for a bounce. That's kind of what we're trying to catch when we do buy. Here's Bitcoin USD consolidated. Let's do 5 minute, 1 month. Same thing we just looked at, except now it's USD. You can see no real change. OP did not rally, and then it's just been in a solid downtrend, new lows today on the sell-off. So again, an oversold technometer should give us some type of bounce, but I think we're still lower. So let's reload that. If anybody has any coins they really want to, I used to be on 4 hours a day sleep. I'm getting a little bit more than that, but not much. Now let's look at the hold on a second. Not sure what I just did right there. Hold on. Okay, here's the Wyckoff wave at 48 on the technometer. You can see Wyckoff wave is way worse than the S&P or the NASDAQ. These type of stocks are not doing well. SPY. My software here is not keeping the color right on the uptrends, etc. So let's change that. You can see here that SPY stays in this uptrend. Clear up here at the top. Last week we did come down and get near oversold. That's why I did give a buy on CTAS. And I said in the weekend reviews I thought we would bounce this week. But now we're up here at 51.5 on the technometers. The wave was just 48. 50 is overbought. Here's DIA. Same type of thing, 50.7 on the technometer. So I still think this rally is going to slow up here. I mean, the Fed just keeps pumping money into this thing, saying that they will do anything to save. I think that's scary, but I have been fighting that. I've had my toughest time in these stock markets. We were bullish on the coronavirus breakdown, said to stay long and buy, and then we gave a sell too early on the way back up there at what, 26.5, and we continue higher. But I still think we're catching everybody long and going to turn lower. So here's GDX. I've been bearish here, still have losses. Technometer was overbought yesterday, which I mentioned. We had a little further rally this morning on the Powell news. We're at 46. This still looks heavy to me. I think GDX works lower. TLT, the 20-year Treasury ETF, breaking down again. I thought this would bounce. We did get oversold tech, but staying weak today. Interesting news considering Powell talking about low interest rates, etc. So that's not good action in TLT. It probably goes back to this the 1 year chart that I was showing, where the OP has been rallying strongly here to new highs while price double top. That was a bearish divergence as shown by the blue arrows. I did not catch a short for that. Again, these markets have been pretty tough. So let's show Wyckoff wave growth instead of the Wyckoff wave. This is obviously more of the growth stocks. Again, technometer at 50. So I still think stocks will slow down. If that happens, that will not help Bitcoin. 11,310 still. So Bitcoin quiet here, this 11.3 area. Any thoughts on the VIX? I mean, I think the VIX is probably cheap here and going to be turning up. Thiago, let me give you a wrench. I think the VIX would be a buy. I think we'll see way more volatility here soon. Anybody got any coins they want to go over here? I'm going to grab a few here that I know people are interested in. XRP, USD consolidated. You can see breaking down. I've been saying wait on this one until we get a buy on Bitcoin. You can see technometer down here, 40.92. The OP is holding much better here. So, maybe we're springing this area, but I think it's still a little early to buy XRP. But I think somewhere here you'll get a chance. ADA, USD consolidated. Solid downtrend here since 15, down below 10.5, 10.7. Technometer is oversold at 35.75. You can see the OP solid downtrend all the way back to July 6th. So again, that one's weaker, so that wouldn't be my favorite because that'd be against any Wyckoff teachings. With the technometer possibly down here. Again, if we give a buy on the majors, I probably wouldn't mind buying some ADA. Not my first choice. Link, much better chart. Holding up here nicely. I did watch an Elliott Wave video where they think the Link at 20 maybe put in a 5 of 5, so there's nothing but downside coming. Technometer 41, back to levels back here when we was a 7.2. Again, you can see the OP still selling. So I don't know. I know I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, Elliott Wave is showing that Bitcoin futures, the large traders are extremely short, their biggest short positions still since inception. They're fighting this rally, they're trying to push it down. I really think they're going to try to push it down one more time so they can get long, and I think the next rally through 12.5 will be a barn burner. That'll be the one that people won't buy because they just bought this last one that's not working. So if we come down here to 9,000 or below, I think everyone's going to give up on crypto again. And then that'll be a really good low, and then when we come back through 12.5, we'll explode. So that's kind of my thoughts. NEO, let's look at that because it's been kind of port blasting up here maybe. Got a nice little triangle up here that it's holding. So again, a buy on Bitcoin if anybody likes NEO beyond that. You can see here, big selling today. I wonder where that NEO volume coming in today. That's a big red bar that brings the tech down to 38. NEO is one to watch. Anything above 1810 is probably major bullish. Hopefully we'll get a buy on that here a little bit lower. So don't forget that one. Let's look at Matic. That's one that has been traded pretty well. Also holding up. You can see technometer 45.4. OP kind of sideways here for the last 2 weeks. Force turning up. So Matic holding in very well. I would think that one would resolve the upside here as well soon. I don't really look at Bitcoin gaps like that, so I don't know exactly where that gap is. SXP is not in the software. That's one that Nick had bought perfectly. Down here at that, and I actually slipped on and told everybody that it was breaking down at his buy level. So a quick ride at 310. Setting here at 277. Again, that one could go a hair lower with Bitcoin, but that one should, I would think, resolve the upside here at some point. I'm not sure where the Bitcoin gap is, but I know there's one down there people have talked about, so yeah, I would say we're going to fill that. 232 was his buy level, yeah. I had an alarm, I think, at 234 is why I went on and reminded everybody. Let me see, I should have OMG in here. They've showed me how to add symbols, but I'm having a little bit of trouble. I'm not a tech head. OMG USD consolidated. Quick run to 980. Back here at 512. Technometer 44. You can see big volume came in on that rally and it's holding sideways. I'm sure that's one. It'd be nice to see a spring down here below 457 and maybe pick OMG up. But that one might still be okay. KNC, let me see if I've got that. I do have KNC. KNC USD consolidated. Again, you can see the software is working extremely good. It's just my indicators take up so many quote requests that my API provider wants to charge me tens of thousands if I would offer it to subscribers. So trying to figure that out. KNC 38 on the technometer, oversold. So again, maybe a break below $1.49 would be a spring here. That'd be cool. Maybe pick that one up. Let's go back. I got a feeling we got some people in here that wasn't in here when I first started. Let's go back over Bitcoin here. We go to the 4-hour Bitcoin. Again, we got some new people in Discord. So I think we finished the bull case. We finished the wave one up. We need an ABC down to 9,000. Previous fourth wave support. That will be in an ABC fashion probably. So we want to buy some type of break here for this first A wave. I think that's still lower from here, so I'm not anxious to buy. Again, Ethereum is 40 lower than where we got out. Litecoin is 10 lower. Bitcoin 600 lower. So I think this is the bull case. Break to 9,000. Dollar rally some, and we get a pullback for a wave 3 explosion to the upside. But again, we got to be careful that dollars might be making a bigger rally. And we just completed an ABC up in the red for the D, and we need an ABC down to like 6,500 for an E wave. That would have to be a strong dollar, metals getting killed. Everybody's net short the dollar, long metals, long stocks. I mean, everybody is lopsided here. If those trades start to not work, you're going to see a dramatic reversal the other way. Again, for anybody new, this is something I've talked about for quite a while. A large triangle, A, B, C, D, and the E down to complete. And then we would have a rally above 20,000, 30,000, 36,000 possibly. I've got auditors watching me and regulators. Let me run my quick disclaimer here.
There is a high degree of risk involved in trading cryptocurrencies. Our thoughts and ideas are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your personal advisor or do your own research. Past results are not indicative of future returns. Thank you.
All right, that disclaimer is for cryptocurrencies and stocks. So do your own research. This is not individual investment advice. Trying to teach trading. So do your own research, please. So that's the bigger picture possibly. Litecoin, if it completed 5 waves up, then it could still work much lower. I think maybe a buy point would be below 5180 or somewhere down in there on a break of this previous fourth wave. And Ethereum was much stronger on that last fifth wave of the purple. So there could still be some pretty good downside in Ethereum here. So again, we just think more downside. We're going to wait for that. So I think that's all I got, guys. Again, when I'm strong with opinions, I try to get on here a little bit more. So let's see if Bitcoin can break down below that 11.2, 11.1, 40, whatever it was, and get down maybe to 10.9, and then let's see down maybe at 10.9 how things look. Appreciate it, Bamboo. So again, that's all I got. Hit us up on Discord if you have any questions. Thank you.